I hate you.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. This is Mike and this is Paul.
Here at Pop Culture Explosion, we gather all the information, we get the news together, we put the candles on the cake, we light them, and then you blow them out. Mike, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Don't sing that song, Mike. Okay, so we're going to be doing our review on the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What? Mike, what the hell? Where are you going? He's doing this. He's actually doing this. Okay, so Mike and I made a bet, okay? The bet would be how much money X-Men Apocalypse would do. I said 95 million, he said 70 million. The loser of that bet was forced to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and then to do the review. I lost the bet. They actually made $80 million, and I truly didn't believe that Mike would actually force me to do this by myself. So let's begin with the review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. First of all, I didn't see the first one. Okay, the first tobacco one that was made, I just felt like it was kind of trampling on my childhood. You know, we've been hearing that a lot lately with some of these remakes. I'm not going to mention a certain Ghostbusters movie, but I didn't feel that really they need to be made, but they're made nevertheless. And the thing about these movies that I really wasn't interested in was I didn't feel like the emotional connection of the movie. So there were some good parts of this movie. There were some pretty god-awful parts of this movie. So let's talk about the good. I enjoyed the Turtles, you know. I thought the CGI was pretty good. The expression was good. I liked how they made these turtles. The second thing I liked was the representation. You know, the relationships between the turtles. You know, you had Leonardo and Raphael. Leonardo being the leader of the group, Raphael being the tough fighter in the group, and there was definitely some conflict there. My favorite turtle was Donatello. I mean, he was the geek, he was the nerd, but he was also a nerd that can kick some butt too. And I really liked his character. He had a very innocent piece to him that I found rather endearing. But I think of all the turtles, Mikey or Michelangelo was probably the one I liked the most. You know, he was that teenage kid in this show, and there was just a level of goodness with Mikey that I really found endearing. And the other thing about the mutants, we can't forget Splinter, you know, their master. And in the television shows, he was like a spice, you know. There wasn't a lot of him, and I thought they had just enough of Splinter to really add that mentoring role where he wasn't overpowering. And he was not the leader of the group. I mean, that was definitely Leonardo who was the leader of the group. The other good thing about the movie was, you know, Megan Fox. I mean, she looked great in this movie. Now, unfortunately, I think her only value in the movie was just her physical appearance. I think she's a pretty two-dimensional actress, but she had that sex appeal that, you know, the 17-year-old boys going, oh yeah, I want to watch this movie because of Megan Fox. So, as far and the other character that I really liked was Craig. I mean, he was creepy looking. I mean, you had this brain thing in this robot body, and he was just a bad guy, you know, and I really enjoyed him. That's pretty much the good. I can think of with this movie. The plot was just, I mean, when you're watching a movie like this, you don't expect much with the plot. So the bar is pretty low. I mean, the bar had to been at the core of the earth for this movie. I mean, that's how low my expectation was for a plot, and they couldn't even exceed that. The plot was just so bad. I wanted to see them fight Shredder. I wanted to see them fight the Foot. The ninjas, they didn't fight Shredder. They didn't fight the Foot. I mean, we have Casey Jones, this dude that they just kind of threw in there. Why they threw him in there, I don't know. He really had no value to this movie. And he beats the crap out of the Foot. I mean, he fights like a half a dozen of them. And I know that they're incompetent, but they were so incompetent that this dude with a hockey stick just beat the snot out of them. And no, I didn't buy it at all. Shredder had zero value in this movie. I mean, I guess he was captured in the first movie, and so there was this daring escape, you know, and that was kind of cool, but that was it. I mean, and if you watch the movie, how they ended him in that movie was worse than lame. I mean, it was just downright pathetic. The ending fight was so confusing. There was so much CGI going on that I couldn't keep up with it. I didn't know which turtle was punching who. There was so much crap going on that, yeah, oh, look, it's over. You know, that was basically it. So, you know, walking this movie at a pretty low expectation. So I did that on purpose because I didn't want to be disappointed, yet I still was disappointed. And on a side note, I went on a Monday after the weekend, and I had a private screening. I mean, there was no one in the theater, so I'm not sure what it did on the second week, but it was pretty dismal. I think opening weekend, it was like in the 20s of millions, maybe, and this thing had to have been well over $100 million to produce. So if you haven't seen... Oh,
you're still here?
Oh, you're back.
Oh, God.
I hate him.
Are you still talking about this movie?
I probably have...
on and on and on about...
I probably have talked 8 minutes longer than I needed to about this movie. God. Mike, you didn't see this movie, did you?
What movie?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There was a movie?
Oh, shut up.
Oh, the movie.
Yes.
Oh, is that with Stephen Amell?
Who?
You know, the guy that plays Arrow?
I don't know who you're talking about.
You're fired.
So, with that being said, I'm not fired because I quit. I quit the moment you walked off of here. So guys, if you have not seen this movie, don't. If you are at a Redbox and you have $1 to spend, don't spend it on this. Yeah, if the only way I would say watch this movie is if 10 years from now you're on your couch, it's on a regular TV show, and your remote control is like 6 feet away from you and you just don't have the energy to reach the remote control, then maybe watch the movie. Other than that, don't waste your time.
Wow. Nice job, Paul.
Thanks. My first solo review.
I'm looking forward to our next bet.
Yeah,
it saves me work.
We were going to do a bet about the Ghostbusters, and I'm like, oh, hell no.
No, that's off the table.
That's off the table.
We
That's
will not
cruel.
be viewing that movie.
So, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this movie. This episode. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel. If you have not, please like this episode. And if you happen to dislike this episode, I'm just going to mentally assume that you disliked it because we were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And don't forget to share it. That being said, peace out.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. I'm Mike, and this is Paul.
Here at Pop Culture Explosion, we do all the research, we gather the news, we put the icing on the cake, and you blow out the candles. Mike, that was so fun.
You red bastard.